There we go. Good morning, friends. Top of the morning to you, or mid-morning, late morning, wherever you are. Sarah and I sometimes get a later start with Faith. Maybe with kids have this happen, so cheers. I just want to pop out for a few minutes in my efforts to contribute to our social distancing. This is from my front porch or back porch to yours. So if you're on, this will be quick and brief. Just want to pop out. What's up, Sean? Talk about what's happening in the world. Talk of the town. What's up, Alexander from the UK? So first thing I want to talk about is gosh, before I talk about that though, can we talk about the Tiger King? I don't want to talk about it, but this is like a global sensation. Have you guys seen Dave Spades? Dave Spades doing like interviews with some of the cast of characters on his Instagram. It's hilarious, by the way. Before we get into our morning coffee. So just want to pop out here though. I'm feeling grateful. It's a new week, new opportunities. Just took a prayer walk, was asking God what's the main things he wants me to focus on this week. I want to invite you to do the same. And I don't know about you, but this kind of feels like a social reset of sorts. Let me see if I can get this camera higher. We're still playing with this view. Doesn't this kind of feel like a social reset? Like, it's Monday morning. Doesn't this feel, could you have imagined if you would have thought back a month ago what your life would look like on this Monday morning? I couldn't have predicted this in a million years, right? I don't know if you guys can relate or feel this way. But it feels like a social reset. It feels like the way that we live life and do things has shifted. And I've been sensing this. It's shifting in the industries, it's shifting in families, it's shifting spiritually. I feel like there's like a refining type thing going on. What's up, Abby? I don't know if this is God's way of getting our attention or removing things from our life that aren't supposed to be here, adding things to our life, but it just feels like a time of social reset. Can you guys identify? Do you feel like this is happening? For those of you guys on live, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like a time of social reset. So part of the things I want to ask you guys, I heard last night, I did not watch our president's address. I guess he's been doing daily addresses to the nation. I did not watch it. Can someone confirm or deny that he announced that we're going to be in this phase for another 30 days? I haven't looked this up. I don't know for myself. I heard this, but I want to confirm. Is this a rumor? Is this true? I didn't think this would be very long, this quarantine period. Let me get this thing sitting here. Personally, I thought it was going to be a couple weeks, maybe 4 to 6 weeks at the most was what I had thought from the beginning. But has anyone confirmed that? Because if that's the case, what's up, Rob4? That's really going to anchor some of these new work habits and things. So I see a lot of friends that are jumping on here. Rob, you're one of them, that have been working home for years. Been meaning to do a tip video on how to work from home. So we have a lot of new people that are coming into the work from home space. I think one of the biggest tips I can share for you guys and those of you guys that are on here, is get a productive work environment. Okay, this is throwing me and Sarah in a monkey wrench. I've got a home office. She does not, because she works in an office. So we converted our bedroom into office number 2, which is not ideal. So that's something that I would not recommend doing. Get yourself a productive workspace, number 1. Number 2, get yourself some productive habits. Okay, that's part of the reason I want to start jumping out here and doing these videos, because it's on my vision to start doing more content and creating more content, doing interviews and things like that. And so it's just a habit, it's a pattern. That's why I'm popping out here, just to hang out with you guys. Rob4, let me ask you, man, you've been in the space for a while. What do you guys have? Any big tips for working at home? Productive environment is my number 1. Number 2, productive habits would be my number 2. Okay. I'll add a third one. In the meantime, if any of you guys are half extrovert or more, okay, if you have any extrovert in you, even if you're mostly an introvert, but I think we all have a little bit of both. I've learned. I've met some pretty pure extroverts and some pretty pure introverts, but we all have a little bit of both. We have needs of both. So depending on where you fall on that spectrum, since we can't get together in person to fulfill that need, I think it's now and more important than ever to jump on the phone, call the people that you love, call people that are close in your life, take this as an opportunity. I shared this on a couple lives last week, but I was talking to a friend of mine, Sherry Rose, yesterday, and she's like, Gabe, I've been doing the same thing, just been calling 2-3 people a day, reaching out, say, hey, I was thinking of you. Joe Callis, what's going on? So do that. These are my 3 tips for working at home. Make a productive environment, okay? Have productive habits, and reach out and touch somebody. Look at the sun came out for that part. Connect with your friends. What's up, Christian Frank? What are you guys doing? Rob 4. Yeah, I think this will be, let me scroll down here. I think this will be an extended period of staying home. Crazy. Just feels like it's resetting, man. I took a walk. I take a walk every morning down my block, and I see dads with like little kids just, hanging out with them, going on a walk. Like dads that probably would have normally been at work doing stuff. So it's just changes happening. The family dynamics happening. I saw some friends. I don't know where you live. Chicago has closed down all parks and everything. I bet in a lot of parts of the country you can still get out. And I saw a friend of mine that had picked up a tennis racket. He hadn't played tennis in like years, and he's like, "Hey, let's go play some tennis." Social distancing tennis, of course, right? So basketball is out of the question, which is kind of bummed. But picking up new stuff, that's what it feels like, right? Rob, schedule your productive habit. Let Google Calendar be your boss. 8 to 8:30, do this. Good tip, Rob 4. Let Google Calendar be your boss. That's a good tip, brother. Joe Cowles, blue skies and sunshine. Finally, man. It's been like, mentally, it's been a little weird. Last 2 days, this whole weekend here in Chicago was like gray and cold and coldish. I don't know how cold it was. 40s, 50s? Wasn't it something like that? Today's probably in the 60s. What's that, Gina Borman? Christian, hope you're well. Walk, run, take advantage of the time as best you can. I agree, man. I agree. What's up, Ralph Cochran? So my thought for you guys today, what's the big rocks you're going to accomplish this week? It's Monday. Gina, you're a mover and shaker. Ralph, you're a mover and shaker. I got a lot of mover and shaker friends. So my word for the day is pick your big rocks. As we start this new week, focus on the big rocks. Get that stuff on your calendar. Don't major in minor things. Personally, got kind of a bigger week than normal for us. I'll finish with this, then we'll take about 5 minutes of questions, and I'll wrap up here. Since we're on live here, we're all being friends. We are launching a new list this week, soft launching. Ralph, you guys, and some of you guys that are in the OA Cheddar community will be getting emails about this probably today. It's one of the things I'm going to go do when I finish up this live. Haven't announced this publicly, but we're releasing a new list. A little word on the street for any of you guys that are in the group. Ralph, we're just going to drop that to the folks that couldn't get on list 6. So list 7's coming out. That's good. I'm like days away. I'm waiting for our final photography to come back for our new private label listing, which I'm stoked about, and we're going to be testing something new. We're going to be merchant fulfilling this new product. We haven't done that before, so I'm excited to get this thing released. I think the timing is excellent for this product, this line of products. Actually, we kind of took the company in a whole different direction about 6 months ago, and I'm excited about some of the new stuff that we got coming out. Have kind of chilled on the new orders. This is a product that we're importing from China, so it's just like absolute wrong time to set this up. So we're going to be exploring some other supply chain options for this year, maybe looking at Korea, Mexico. I've looked in the U.S. for some of our products, and in our industry, they were like 3 to 4 times the cost, so I haven't figured out how to slice that one yet. But good stuff. So if all goes well, my big rocks for this week will be launching 2 new products, 2 different businesses. Cheddar 7 for our online oacheddar.com, our niche business, and then launching this new product, which is a secret. Can't share that publicly. I got too many Amazon friends to share what that is. Some of you guys know. Nancy Ramirez. So what's the big fish on your plate, Ralph? What are you working on, Nancy? What's the big things? You can type it in the chat if you want to be bold and be accountable, or you can write it on your piece of paper at home, share it with your team. But focus on the big fish. That's my word for today. Last call. I'm going to finish this up. This is Coffee with Gabe. This is my most creative title. I want to do this. I wanted to pop out here a couple times a week. A, for my mental sanity, because I need to connect with some of you guys. I need like people in my life. And 2, because I know it's about that time of day. And when we're working at home, we have a lot more time on our hands. So I wanted to bring some positive content and media to you. So much for us to be grateful for. Like this car horn. Thank you, Chicago. Oh, I'm not going to miss that when Sarah and I do move out of the city. I'll tell you that much. So much to be grateful for, though, man. breath in your lungs, your health, your family, a full week of possibilities to create. They can't close down nature, so get out for a walk, a run, play some tennis, social distance yourself, of course. Thank you. Grateful for that horn turning off. Grateful for you guys. Grateful that our paths have crossed in whatever way or capacity on the interwebs. So cheers from Chicago. Hope you have an awesome day. What's up, Jason Sulia? Ralph says he's doing a virtual summit for Christian school leaders to help them network and share ideas on how they're helping others. I'll tell you what, Ralph, I'm glad you brought this up. What's up, Mike? The virtual summit idea has come right back to my forefront too. I think that's probably it's a wise thing for a lot of industries to be doing. Any of you that are in the seminar, workshop, expert, education, consulting, anything, info, product, anywhere in that space, I think now is an excellent time to be doing virtual. So I've seen a ton of virtual summits come through my email inbox. I think one of the keys to doing virtual summits now is going to be to differentiate. Ralph, you're good at that. The unconference virtual summit model, if you will. That's good, man. I'm good to see you out there. That doesn't surprise me, Ralph, to see you shifting. We'll have to connect. PM me, Ralph. I wanted to. You've been on my list of guys to connect with this week, so let's make some time to do that. Tom Heights, what's up, Tom? Man, a bunch of you guys. Would love it if there was a way we could all teleport together into one room and hang out during this time. I guess Facebook Live and Zoom will have to do. So, all right, I'm going to get back to work. Hope you guys have a productive day and week. God bless you. If I end up getting around and publishing this on the YouTube channel, thanks for subscribing. I'm just hosting these live with some of my friends to get in the habit of this, but eventually these will be published to the YouTubes. Traveling now in the Midwest, but want to stop by and say hi. Where are you traveling to, Tom? What are you up to? Where are you traveling to these days? Ralph says, great, let's do it. Cool, man. All right, guys, have an awesome day. Signing out from Chicago. I want to thank Dave Spade for inspiring today's episode. Thank you, Dave Spade. If you guys aren't following him on Instagram, and you watch the Tiger King, go follow Dave Spade and watch the interviews. He interviews a couple of them, and it's kind of funny. It's a little dry humor. It's like Dave Spade humor, but it's pretty funny. Isn't it just funny? Don't you guys? As a marketer, I just marvel when they create a piece of content like that and it goes viral. I'm just like, slow clap for the Tiger King people, documentary people. It's ridiculous. Anyways, have a great day, guys. We'll see you soon.